Everyone, it's Yvonne here to do the reading for the lovely sign of Aquarius. We're going to use the Rider-Waite Tarot for this reading. Firstly, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are coming over from my other channel, the Aussie Goddess Intuitive Tarot, thank you for supporting me on all mediums. Okay. There was something I was going to talk about today, but I can't remember what it was. But it was something that came up in one of the readings yesterday, and I thought I'd really like to have a little bit of a say on it. But okay. The Chariot, Temperance, and the Two of Swords. There appears to be some sort of decision you're making about how to move forward on something today. That could mean, especially with the Temperance card there, that the time is right for you to take an opportunity. You could be moving towards a Cancer or an Aquarius person, but I would say to you, sorry, Sagittarius. But I would say to you, there is a decision to be made about whether to move forward. So it could be with a person, it could be an opportunity, but something that's actually feels to me like it might be quite hard for you to decide on. All right. I'm sure those cards will come out again if they're meant to. This Five of Pentacles has come out quite a lot this week. You know, it's one of those cards that sort of, to me, can feel a little bit cold and dull. It is about being left out in the cold. We see these two people outside what appears to be a church. The thing is, they are looking really like they're suffering. But the thing that always sort of brings about the, you know, I guess the positive aspect of the card is that there is a light shining in the window that they're not looking at. So what it sort of implies is maybe there's an opportunity or an option here that you're not seeing because you're too sort of wound up perhaps in the way you're feeling or the way things seem to you. It does sort of give that feeling sometimes of that victim mentality where you're too sort of fixated on what's gone wrong rather than looking at what could go right. So that's the feeling of this energy. Now, interesting enough, we have the Ten of Pentacles behind that. The Ten of Pentacles is a beautiful card. It talks about abundance. It talks about money coming in. It talks about, you know, getting families together, having everything what you need, everything in place. So it's quite interesting that it backs on the back of the Five of Pentacles. But what that says to me is that you're definitely not looking at an opportunity here. You're focused on what can go wrong or focused on what isn't right rather than what could happen. We all do that. You know, when you're in a bit of a downtime or you're feeling a bit down, things haven't gone your way, you can get caught up in the what can go wrong rather than what can go right. I feel like here the message from the universe here is definitely the don't give up. You know, stand firm on what you believe here or what you want. Stand firm on the outcome you want. Because you have the Magician coming through behind that with the Queen of Cups. So I'm going to go one more. Ace of Wands. Right. So what it's saying here is there looks like if you're dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, in particular a Cancer, because that Cancer card came out, it's that energy of don't give up. There is a door that will open that will show you a new direction. Don't be fixated on the things that have gone wrong. Let them go. Even if you were left out in the cold, let that go. And sort of fix yourself on the abundant side of things. Now, I know that sort of, I get people doing that, you know, oh, you know, you can't, it's really hard to think positive. It is, absolutely. But what the universe is saying here is that there is a positive aspect to this. So something sort of sitting right around the corner that you're not seeing yet. And the universe is just saying to you, don't give up. Keep heading in the direction you're heading in because things are going to really turn around and you're going to get a brand new beginning. All right, let's get into the reading. Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups here. You know, the Seven of Cups for me is a card of illusion, delusion, confusion. It can come out any way it wants to. But you see the Magician's here. This is the magician with his back to us, and he is conjuring up a new opportunity here. Sometimes we can't see what's in the cup until it's presented to us, but that doesn't mean that the cup doesn't hold something really valuable or really beautiful. But what we tend to do is we tend to think the worst. Not everybody is that way. It's just something that sort of, I think, comes through in a lot of people, where we tend to, I feel that it's something to do with us trying to not let ourselves down. So instead of focusing on something really good and a really good outcome, we sort of set ourselves up to not do that just in case. And it's a really bizarre thing. But why do we do that? I don't really know. I think it's got something to do with the way we were raised. Maybe we don't want to focus on something good because people said, oh, don't build your hopes up, you know, that type of energy. So maybe we got fixated in that. But when I see this card, I feel like something is about to be presented to you that's going to be an incredibly good opportunity. But at the moment, you're focused on the things that can go wrong. That's what it looks like here. And there it is. You see, you have somebody giving you a cup here. Could be dealing with a Pisces when this card comes out. I feel like an offer is coming. I feel like it might be small, but I feel like it's going to take you in the right direction. We have a lot of cups here, so I do feel we're talking romance here. More cups, 5 of cups. See, this is what you're focused on. So you're looking back at the past rather than looking forward. And that's exactly what the energy is in that sort of mini read or teaser up front. You know, if you're focused on what can go wrong here, you're not seeing the possibilities that are sitting right behind you there. And there we are, the 2 of Wands. So I feel like here there is a brand new opportunity to take you in a brand new direction. I feel like you can't see it yet. It's about to be offered. I see somebody coming forward with that offer, but don't be too focused on what goes on behind, because maybe you will think that something's not coming towards you. So as I said, it's that whole think positive thing. And I know not everybody likes to hear the whole think positive, but if you're in this energy, then you're vibrating at a low vibration, and you might not realize that something is right around the corner. 10 of Cups. So this is the card of happy families, you know, everything going in the right direction. You know, rainbows and unicorns, that sort of energy. So something beautiful is coming your way. Somebody will want to invest in you. There is a commitment coming through. All right. I'm not sure what's happened here. Maybe you've had some sort of temporary energy. It could be that you have had no offers. It could be that you think you've been left on the shelf. It could be that you perhaps dated someone or had a brief encounter with someone and you don't think it's going any further. Maybe you're really invested here with the energy that's coming through, but you haven't heard back from them. But something here is going on to make me feel that you're about. Scorpio energy coming through, and the victory card. All right, and following that, 9 of Cups. Look at that. All right, we have the 9 and 10 and a bundle of other cups in this reading. So it's very romantic. So I'm feeling here that we're talking about a romantic situation, Aquarius. All right. So I feel like you've been left out in the cold for whatever reason, whether it is somebody's left you out in the cold, whether you just haven't met the right person. The universe is saying abundance is coming. Just hold fast. You are manifesting. You have the power to manifest. Now, like for some of you here, this may be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio person coming through for you, but this could also be I'm ready for love, because you have that beautiful Ace of Cups in your hand there. And there is a brand new beginning coming. Although you can't see it yet, it is on the table here. So there is an offer coming, but the universe saying to you, don't be too worried about what happened in the past, because something new is about to open up and take you in a brand new direction. This direction you're going in looks to me like a firm commitment from somebody. And I do have the wish card and the victory card as well. So probably the only card I haven't got here in terms of wishes and things really being positive outcomes is the star card. But you do have a wish coming true. So I feel like for some of you, it may be somebody that you've invested time in. But for others of you, this may sort of indicate, especially with that Page of Cups, that new love is coming towards you. Just can't see it yet. All right, let's pull a few cards out here. Three of Swords coming through. Oh, and the Devil card. Okay, so that really looks quite obvious to me. And the Queen of Pentacles, one more. There they come. All right, so there's a little mini story just in itself. So there is an energy here of you fixated on what you don't have. That Three of Swords could mean that you've been in some sort of situation that didn't turn out, and now you're feeling like nothing is going to turn out your way. I do feel like that catastrophic thinking here. The Devil card tells me that perhaps that's your ego stepping in so you don't get hurt, like I talked about in the beginning. It's that energy of, I don't want to get hurt. So rather than set myself up for failure, I'm going to pretend that it's all bad and then I won't be disappointed, which is a really strange way when you think about it, because why is it when you can think good things are going to happen that you choose to think that they're not? It is really odd. Anyway, so I do see here somebody coming in to sort of, you know, offer you something here. Now, because I've got this Knight of Swords, I'm feeling you could have somebody who's coming in with some sort of explanation or an apology. But I do feel this person sees you as a long-term partner with that Queen of Pentacles coming through here. So it's definitely coming towards you. It's happening very, very quickly. For some of you, this could be in Pisces season. For others of you, it could be in Taurus, I want to say. So May round about April, May. But definitely is coming towards you, definitely is happening there. So let's get a little bit of advice from the Oracle. There it is. The end of a tough cycle approaches. There you go. That's the full moon in Capricorn. I'm trying to read it back to front, but the end, full moon in Capricorn. Let's have a look and see what it says. Oh, really? It says release control and trust the universe. So that's pretty good indication that the reading is sort of saying to you, just be focused on the possibilities rather than what won't happen. How hard are you willing to work for what you want? This card is reminding you that effort is required. So the effort here really feels to me like staying positive, really being focused on what you deserve, focusing on your high vibration, and not really allowing yourself to slip into, I guess, those downside thinking things. Work issues may be about to come to a head when this card comes up. So if it does feel like a work reading for you, I would possibly sort of sit with that. If you're wondering if you should stay in your job or leave, this card be a strong sign to make an exit. The end of a rough time is forecast. The card also asks you to consider how ambitious you are and whether you're prepared to pull out all the stops to make your dreams come true without being ruthless. With a love question, this card can be a call to face reality. Whatever situation you're asking about, making a plan will help. I feel that that's the idea of prioritizing your desires. It's time to stop fearing the worst. That's what it says here. It's time to stop fearing the worst. So I'm really 100% positive that what the universe is saying to you is don't focus on what can't happen. Focus on the good side of things. Focus on what can happen rather than get yourself all sort of in that energy of things aren't going to go my way. Thanks, Aquarius.